Alrighty lads, hot off the presses, we have the new details for the Christmas 5-star limited Berserker over here. Louhi, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and real quick I do want to apologize, I didn't upload yesterday, but it was my mom's birthday, so I thought I would sneak away and go spend some time with family. What a novel concept. But yeah, so I do appreciate for not uploading, or appreciate you guys for being understanding for me not uploading yesterday. But with that being said, I want to get into these details. We are back on the grind set now. First and foremost, I want to check out some of these arts, because hey, what if she turns into a giant lady? You know, that'd be dope. And she does turn into a giant lady. Oh my god. Okay, it might be time to summon, lads. It might be time to summon. Okay, hold on. There might be an incoming summoning video. I was joking, bro. I was literally joking. Okay, that's really funny. I think the only thing that I've seen some discussion on is someone was like, oh, she has an Earth Power mod, which is obviously really good. Okay, that's hilarious. Let me just see what she is first. She is quick. All right, everybody in the comments, go ahead and start posting, being like L, bad servant, etc. Post all that stuff in the comments down below. Me, as a quick enjoyer, though, I'm absolutely eating with this one. So we've been getting a lot of very strong quick servants. I mean, really, in the last couple of years. The collaboration servant, whatever you want to call them, for Tight Moon's website that we got a couple of months ago. I keep forgetting their names, but the duo servant, they are really, really strong. Not only as a quick AoE, but they're really good in multi-core setups as well. So I'm hoping we get something like that. And this is already a really good sign for a, you know, just a support type DPS servant. Although, then again, she could have had a, you know, support NP or something. So let's see. But then again... Sorry, I'm still flabbergasted. I'm like, what if she turns into a big lady? I'm sorry, let me get my bearings. But she could be like a support berserker. I highly doubt it. So she's probably going to be an AoE. I'm assuming they're either going to push this as like the new main like quick AoE that you're supposed to summon for as a quick looper. But I don't know, we already have like so many really strong options that I don't know if they're going to be able to push for that. But 20% quick to the entire party, 20% buster to the entire party, and changing the field to darkness, I think that is Hassan of the Shining Stars gimmick, so maybe there's some synergy there, but that guy's an art servant, so we'll see what they do with that. Maybe it's just like a little gimmick, maybe it doesn't really matter. But they also give the entire party evade for one time. I know, memes aside, you know, talking about Scotty's NP, but this is good. You know, on skill demand, giving everybody just a little bit of a buff. If she has, say, like a Tetsukali Polka or, say, like a Tai Gong effect where she's able to also give NP battery to the party, this could open up some things for quick multi-core setups. So... you know, I would really appreciate stuff like that. Also, giving the entire party that evade is very nice because, I mean, we meme on Scotty's NP, but, I mean, trying to get her NP is not the most consistent. You know, when you're doing quick chains all the time, you don't really have a whole lot of, you know, NP flowing around for Scotty to get her NP to protect the party, as good as her NP is. So, having some protection for your quick members regardless is going to be very, very strong. Solid, solid NP. Solid skill 1 opening over here. Let's go into skill 2. So you stun all the enemies, you remove defense buff on all enemies, you poison and curse them for 5 turns, and you give them healing down. Okay, so this is just the challenge quest skill, which, I'm not gonna lie, this is really good. There's no percentage, it's just like a guaranteed stun, because usually it says like 100%, or it'll even say like 500% chance or something along those lines. But that is really good, because you effectively have a way to dodge an incoming NP, or just if you just need to live an extra turn or dodge a hit, you have that, which is really good. And then you have this way, which not every boss can be debuffed or whatever, right? But the fact that you have this is very nice. I'm assuming she's going to have some synergy with Poison and Curse, which I am kind of getting excited about, because those servants that can effectively trigger their power mod on anybody tend to be rather decent. You know, people like Summer Kama are fairly good, you know, even to this day they're still pretty good. So we're gonna have to crack into this third skill over here to see what's going on. So 80% battery, okay, so they're really trying to help Quick out with this one. They said, okay, if you refund only 20%, you can still fire your NP. So that's a little nutty. That's good. Charging 20% for the party except self. Okay, I promise, not pre-read, all right? Not pre-read. But I was just thinking, if they gave her something like that, if they're giving her the ability to buff not only herself but the party, but then also gave her an NP battery for everybody, that would help out in some kind of quick multi-core parties. I wonder Hmm. It's kind of filthy, because if you have two Louhis, they can both fire their NPs. Because they both get to 80%, and then they charge the other for 20%, and then they both give each other a 20% quick buff, so they're at 40%. This might be a little snap. Are we just getting the year of double quick servants? Because it's the duo servant, then there was Kazura drop that we got, who you can also use two of in setups, and then now we have Louhi. Although this is the most direct one I've seen, although as strong as that is, I think it is very helpful for Quick, because Quick has like a really hard time refunding their NP, right? Because you just have a lower NP gain just as the Quick card instead of the Arts card and whatnot. So this is almost like trying to brute force your way through it. I'm trying to think, like, you could do double Louhi, you could bring in a Ruler Scotty that gives everybody the attack and the quick buff. Potentially, you could even have Ruler Scotty try to clear wave 1 if you have that set up, because she's going to be getting 20% from both of these. Plus, like, the 10% of pen skill. You could almost play Quick like you would Buster back in the day, where you just raw NP farm, but it's kind of real because the Louhis take care of 2 waves. This is kind of interesting, because then, not even Ruler Scotty, but you could use somebody like Tai Gong even, like I mentioned earlier. He gives NP to the entire party. He also gives, what is it, attack, NP damage, and a quick buff. And then you could always plug suit out for, like, say, an Oberon or something, and, you know, really overclock the one that you want to clear the final wave, whether that's one of the Louhis or it's your Tai Gong, whoever you want it to be. This is really interesting. What does she do on NP? She stacks NP damage. Well, the Oberon thing is pretty real with that one, huh? Who thought she was going to be stacking up to potentially 60% NP damage? Well, she could get higher because it's overcharge. She stacks NP gain. Ooh, that's kind of nasty. Her natty NP gain is a little low. 6 hits is fine, especially for boosting NP gain. Burn, apply an NP damage on party except self. Okay, so they do when she use 2 of them. And then she buffs the party's NP. Dude, this servant is nasty. But we don't do anything with the second skill. So, this is such a weird servant. Because, okay, she's definitely really good. I'm definitely going to be summoning for this servant. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be summoning for this one. On probably both accounts? Okay, because for one, large lady, I gotta go summon. You know me. You know my prerogative. I gotta summon for the large lady. But the fact that you could almost just, because my main account, if I have a Louhi, I have my own Tai Gong. I don't have Ruler Scotty, but that should be rather effective, because then I could plug suit out for my caster Scotty, and that could make something work. Obviously, I think some of the better things is, you know, Ruler Scotty instead of like Tai Gong, so you're giving all those buffs to everybody, and then she could still fire an NP, because if you don't have the append skill, you could plug suit one of the Louhis out for a Oberon, and then pop the first skill. That'll get her to 100%. She would have to do a wave 2, but Ruler Scotty does have, I mean, she has like the lawful power mod, so it's not that unreal or something that you could do. This is a very good servant to have in the meta, I think, because this is also potentially a servant you could bring as a friend, right? Because she can pretty much take care of herself. Dude, I want to get in the kitchen with this servant, dude. This servant does so much. This opens up so many different interesting team comps, and I love seeing that from them putting this out. Is it a little, maybe is it a little boring for some people? Maybe it's a little boring because, like, yeah, obviously AoE Berserker, you know, you could just use her to go in and clear a bunch of nodes. Her attack is kind of high. 13.8 is a little insane as a Berserker. She didn't have that Earth Power mod, but this is almost like good generic damage. Because she just gives herself buffs and then she just gets stronger. Think about this with 2 Louhis. You pop her NP, get the 20%. The other Louhi pops her NP, you get another 20%. And you're double stacking NP gain. There is definitely a double Louhi system here. Okay, I was saying when we were talking about the potential Christmas servants that it was going to have to be an absolute banger, because New Year's is always a pretty hype servant. I mean, that's like when we got Muramasa, that's when we got Rasputin. I mean, we also sometimes get foreigners. We get the collab, the Takadu, Yamato Takadu from Samurai Remnant. We usually get really good servants, but this servant, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tempted to go in for, because with my JP account, you guys know, I'm pretty much hard gate kept into doing art stuff on the main. The side is just to play around with different servants here and there. Like, you know, I found an account that was like, it was like 20 bucks or something, had all the supports, and I'm like, well, I would like to be able to test out all the new servants, because I can't summon for every servant that comes out on JP and NA. What do you think, I'm made of money? But this is one of those servants that I think would be really beneficial for me to get, just because bringing 2 of them is kind of nasty. I guess, yeah, but I guess it gets better the more servants you have. And I know that sounds like really obvious, but if you have Oberon and Ruler Scotty, you know, you can really fully benefit from this, because you can just bring the friend Louhi. If you don't have them, it's kind of like my version would be a little bit weaker, because it would be double Louhi plus Scotty plus Taigong. But that's still really good, because Taigong gives NP to the entire party, so everybody's kind of chilling. Except for Taigong himself, maybe? Taigong still has to find his NP, but, you know, Taigong has that large battery, so he can kind of take care of himself. Yeah, this servant is kind of nuts. Yeah, I think there's no way that I think I'm overshooting this. Okay, I don't think she has the Earth Power mod. I think people were just saying she's Earth Attribute, but I don't think I'm overshooting this one. I don't think I'm overestimating them. This just seems out of the box really good, because there's nothing that is really bad here. You're double buffing, you're insta NPing, you're stacking, double stacking NP gain and NP damage with both of them. Her attack is really high at 13.8, because remember, she's going to be foed. Let's just see, does she have a crazy bond CE? Let's just check it out. Let's see what she's got. Come on, bro, load. NP gain by 10%, NP damage by 10%. That's actually not even that bad. As a bond CE, I mean, obviously if they want to go through and buff the stats, if they want to bring these to like 1,000 with some future update, or maybe we can limit break these bond CEs in some capacity. I mean, we can limit break the advanced quest CEs, so I don't see why we couldn't do these maybe somehow. I mean, they already come at max level, but surely they can introduce an item to let us max limit break different CEs. A small indie company like Lysenko could surely do that. And if they did something like that and we could get decent stats, this is not bad. Obviously, it's like no black. Oh, I didn't even think about. She's like completely Black Rail compliant, isn't she? You just auto fire the NP, and then whoever you plug suit out for, I mean, she's gonna get the 50%, surely. Double stacking the NP gain, double buffing on the quick cards. She's gonna get the 50, so you can just plug suit in a Scotty. Or if you're an Oberon, you're even less worried. And then she's even better with Black Grail. Ooh. Yeah, this servant is insane. This girl is crazy. She is nuts. The more I think about it, the more insane I think she is. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down. Maybe I'll sleep on her a little bit, and then maybe I'll calm down on her. But no, I think she's just really nutty. I don't think there's any way that I could really view this servant where they're not just bonkers, because they seem nuts. And I know I am Quick's greatest defender, but I'm telling you, this servant, they're going to enable some shenanigans. There is some stuff you can get into with this one. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will probably do some polls live next couple of days, probably. So be on the lookout for that. Twitch is in the description down below. But yeah, with all that being said, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, all that blah blah. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. But oh my lord.